Okay, let's dive into a stack of recent news and updates. A lot happening in the crypto and digital asset world.
Yeah, quite a bit. We've got things from big company moves to government stuff, even gaming.
Exactly. So the plan today is, cut through the noise, figure out what really matters from these updates for the whole landscape.
Let's do it. It's interesting seeing how different areas are plugging into crypto now. Finance, government, tech.
Right. Okay, first up, a big corporate play. Robinhood, they just bought Bitstamp.
Yeah, that's a $200 million deal. And Bitstamp's been around, right? Operating in Europe, the US, Singapore. They have that reputation for being solid, reliable.
Okay, so $200 million. Why this move? What's the strategy for Robinhood here?
Well, it really looks like Robinhood is hitting the gas on going global. And crucially, this seems aimed squarely at institutional clients.
So not just retail investors anymore.
Exactly. Bitstamp gives them that foothold, that credibility with the bigger players. It's less about just adding more app users, more about broadening their whole financial services offering, capturing that, institutional interest in crypto. It's a faster way in.
And get this, sources pointed out Robinhood stock is way up this year, like over 90%. So investors seem to like these kinds of moves.
Yeah, that suggests Wall Street sees this kind of strategic deepening into crypto as a positive sign.
So what this boils down to for you, the listener, is seeing these more traditional finance names getting serious, making big bets. That could mean more stability, maybe better services down the line.
Definitely something to watch.
Okay, let's switch gears from corporate finance to government action. California, big economy, taking a step on crypto payments.
That's right. A bill in the assembly just passed.
Yeah.
And get this unanimous vote, 68-0, sponsored by Assemblymember Avelino Valencia.
Wow, unanimous in California. That's something.
It really is. That bipartisan agreement is pretty striking. Basically, the bill lets state agencies start accepting payments in Bitcoin, other digital currencies too.
Okay, why? What's the driver?
The idea highlighted, at least in the source material, is helping businesses make payments to the state, public agencies, without maybe paying extra fees you get with credit cards or whatever. Efficiency.
And why does that matter beyond just California businesses?
Well, it kind of puts California out front, potentially, among states really looking at blockchain for, practical government uses, saving costs, making things smoother. It signals that growing acceptance at a policy level.
So where does it go now?
It hits the state Senate next.
Yeah.
For you listening, it could eventually make dealing with state agencies simpler if you use crypto. But bigger picture, it sets a kind of example other states might look at.
Interesting. Okay, let's pivot again. Market talk. There's a pretty bold prediction floating around from Samson Mow.
Yes. He's been saying he sees Bitcoin hitting $1 million, inevitably.
1 million. Okay, wow. What's the logic there, according to the sources?
His argument basically is that the speed of adoption by, nation states and big corporations, he believes that isn't fully baked into the current price yet. He thinks the market hasn't caught up to how fast this is happening, so that surge is, in his view, kind of unavoidable.
That's definitely a high conviction take. Ties everything to that institutional and state adoption trend.
Exactly. It just shows how much weight some people are putting on that specific factor when they look at Bitcoin's long-term price. It highlights one of the, let's say, more ambitious viewpoints out there.
Yeah, definitely shows the spectrum of belief, doesn't it, based on how you read the tea leaves of adoption. All right, moving from big predictions to platform innovation, let's talk about Pump.fun, platform focused on meme coins, and they have some huge plans.
Huge is right. They're reportedly looking at a $1 billion token sale, and that would value the platform itself at $4 billion.
$4 billion. For a platform that the source says only launched back in January of this year, that's incredibly fast.
It's wild. The growth rate is just, remarkable. Sources say it's pulled in over $350 million in revenue already, projecting over $1 billion for 2025.
How does it work? What's the model?
It mixes social media stuff with crypto trading, lets creators launch tokens really easily, really quickly, and potentially profit from them fast. Kind of a blend.
But, that kind of explosive growth, especially in the meme coin space, there have to be some bumps in the road.
Oh, absolutely. The sources definitely mention that. Increased regulatory attention, for one. And worries about, how easily tokens could be created and potentially misused.
So what this shows you is just how fast new models are popping up in crypto, mixing social finance, very experimental.
Yeah, but it also throws those risks and regulatory questions into sharp relief, doesn't it? Innovation moving maybe faster than the guardrails.
Good point. Okay, last stop. Blockchain gaming, Axie Infinity. They're a big name, and they just announced an expansion.
That's right. A new game called Atia's Legacy. It's going to be an MMO, a massively multiplayer online game set in their universe.
An MMO is a major project. What are they promising? What are the features?
Well, it's planned for mobile and PC. They're talking squad combat, character progression, PvE stuff, fighting monsters, basically plus gathering resources, crafting, social hubs, guild wars, the whole MMO package. It sounds like real-time battles, too.
Okay, and how does this connect back to the Axies people already own, the NFTs?
That's the core idea. It's built to deeply integrate those player-owned Axie NFTs, give them new uses, new value within this bigger game world beyond just the original game.
Gotcha. And it's coming soon.
Pre-registration is open now. They're planning playtests this summer and then later in the year. So for you, this shows how these existing NFT projects are trying to evolve, right? Build deeper experiences, add more utility to those digital assets people hold.
Okay, so let's recap this whirlwind. We saw Robinhood making a big institutional play, California looking at crypto for state payments, a massive Bitcoin price prediction, a meme coin platform exploding in value but facing questions, and Axie building out a whole new world for its NFTs.
Yeah, and when you step back, these aren't really separate stories, are they? They all point to this incredibly broad, fast-paced expansion of crypto and blockchain. It's hitting finance, government, consumer tech, entertainment, all at once. Exploring new ideas, hitting new roadblocks.
It really paints a picture of rapid, multi-front evolution.
Exactly.
So maybe the final thought to leave you with is this. You've got institutional money flowing in, governments starting to legislate, crazy platform innovation, and deep gaming integrations all happening simultaneously. How do you think these different currents might crash into each other or maybe feed off each other in ways we don't expect as this whole space keeps maturing? Something to chew on.